So part two of this series is about a paycheck, and let's get into it. So often by the time you're a teenager, you are probably working, but a lot of teenagers nowadays don't have a lot of experience working or hasn't worked a real job. But when you work a real job, working for somebody, you will earn a paycheck on a periodic basis. And some of the important things to know about a paycheck, I've got just a fake paycheck out here, but it's got gross earnings, and so your hourly wage, if you're an hourly person or a salaried person, hourly times number of hours. So if you're making $20 an hour and you worked 40 hours, that would be $800. If you're salaried, you can take your annual salary, divide it by the pay interval, either 12, 26, 52, whatever, and that'll be your gross. And out of your gross, there'll be something called federal taxable gross. This is not a really important number. I know it is when you get to tax time, but they're going to take taxable deductibles out of it. So that not too important on your paycheck, but you got to realize that they will take taxes out of your paycheck, and we'll discuss taxes in the next slide, but it will be a chunk of your paycheck. And they will also take out deductions. And these deductions, you may get a zero, or you may have a few. If you have medical, typically your deductions, if your job has a medical for you, you'll pay this out in this part. And you'll end up with a net pay. And of course, you'll realize what net pay is. That is the pay that goes into your bank account on this basis. So on the federal taxable, I'm doing federal taxable here. My state, Florida, does not have taxes. But you may see some state taxes taken out too. But anyways, you'll have a line called federal withholding, and that's going to be a significant amount of money. But my point is that doesn't really matter in your big picture. You'll set that up at tax time. But the other ones, such as Med and OASD, that's your Social Security and your Medicare type stuff for eventually when you retire, but it's really funding the people who have it now, and that'll be a chunk of your money too. Just realize that that's going to come out of your paychecks. And you'll have other deductions. Some deductions might be pre-tax, and some might be after-tax. Medical and stuff, often pre-tax. So you'll get to the total of the deductions. And the point is that whatever your paycheck is, you'll soon figure out what your percentile of that you really take home is, and going forward, that's how you should do your budgeting.